Shalom, Kol Haloyim, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rechak Wadash, Shan Yukabad, Kadwale Rekwab, Zukwanyim Nawa, Wa Shalayakim Nawa. That's the belongers to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, Wabarakim, Labakaryim, Shalayasharala. That's peace and blessings to the elect of Israel. I want to start off here in the book of Proverbs 23, verse 17. It says, "Let not thine heart envy sinners, but be thou in the fear of the Lord all the day long. For surely there is an end, and thine expectation shall not be cut off." I'm going to read it in the NLT. It says at verse 17, "Don't envy sinners, but always continue to fear the Lord. You will be rewarded for this. Your hope will not be disappointed." I wanted to start off with this scripture because it may seem as if as you walk around and you just view spiritually what you would believe to be a 2/3, right? Someone of our nation that's just predestined to be destroyed. It may seem as if they're walking around here proud, their head is all up, their chin is up, they're smiling every single day, they're laughing at everything. It seems like they're having a good time when they're just not being judged. They're not being chastised for their wrongdoings. But just like we read, you can't let your heart or your mind envy or basically be jealous of a sinner. And that's exactly what the word envy means when we look it up right here. You see, it just literally means to envy. Or, I'm sorry, to be jealous. So you can't have that feeling of jealousy concerning their possessions, their qualities, or their luck, like the definition goes on to say. Because doing that will absolutely drive you crazy. It'll drive you mad, and it'll even get to the point where it'll run you out of the truth. And you don't want that to happen. Understand that the Most High is a very, very patient power. And he's going to basically, let our people seem as if they've gotten away. Because our people know deep down in their hearts what they're doing is wrong. Selling drugs, committing adultery. They know that these things are evil, whether they read it in the scriptures or not. It's just a spiritual thing concerning our people. But because, as a matter of fact, Amos 8 verse 11, it says, let me get out the NLT. It says, not 8 and 11, I'm sorry. It's Ecclesiastes 8 verse 11. "Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil." So because our people aren't getting chastised immediately for the wickedness that they're doing, like in the moment, same hour type judgment, they say, well, I got away with it before, I can do it again. And shoot, our people are coming up off of being wicked, selling dope to their own people, destroying their own nation. Meanwhile, they walking around here with their pockets fat. They got coins falling out of their pockets, can't even keep their pants up. Just lots of money in wickedness. But the time is coming in which the Lord is going to judge them for all of their wrongdoings, all of their evil doings that they've committed. So once again, don't envy a sinner. Don't be jealous. Don't let that eat you up. Don't let it get to you. Because soon we're going to be the ones smiling. We're going to be the ones merry-hearted. We're going to be the ones laughing and having our heads held high, our chin up. I mean, for the most part, yeah, we have it right now. But it's going to be a very, very clear and blatant distinction between someone that fears the Lord and is protected and safe in the day of Jacob's trouble versus someone who's not. It's going to be a very clear distinction. But that distinction, that gap, it's starting right now. It starts today. It started yesterday. Let me jump over to the book of Matthew, chapter 12, and verse 36. And it simply reads, "But I say unto you, that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. For by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned." So a lot of our people think that they're getting away with the things not only that they're doing, but the things that they're saying. And I'll take it even one step further, even the things that they're thinking. Because that's where everything starts. Everything you do starts off with a thought. Your thoughts become words, your words become actions. And the Lord knows our deep, dark reigns. He knows what we're thinking. I mean, if we're being even more spiritual, the Lord is the one that's putting these thoughts in our heads. And that's why the scriptures say the deceived and the deceiver are his, belong to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. But the Lord is going to have our people thinking right now that they're getting away with the things that they're saying. All the mockery, all the laughing, all the scorning, right? Making fun of the men of the Lord, those that are actually risking their lives, all for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, you can mock now, but we'll see in the end who was right and who was wrong. And like the phrase goes, we'll see who gets the last laugh. And it's going to be a really big, like a super big, I told you so. I told you so. I'm talking about to the point where people are really going to be running to those street corners that they saw us on. Running, trying to find certain men that they think they saw, just to get answers, just to apologize, just to figure out what's going on. And it's going to be too late for a lot of people. The Lord has already marked you for judgment. As a matter of fact, the elect and the non-elect have already been marked, predestined, before the world was ever created for your specific life. We're just hoping we fall on that right side, the side of salvation and deliverance. The other scripture that I had was, let me see, we had Amos. It was also in Amos. It was Amos 5. At verse 18 it says, "Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light," especially for the billions of these Christians walking around this earth right now, thinking that they're actually serving the Most High and His only begotten Son. And the Lord has them in a trick bag, walking around here, and they're literally serving a deity, praying to wood and stone, a God that neither can see, hear, or that's not breathing. The Lord has them in a trick bag, and they thinking that they want the day of the Lord. They have no idea. They have no clue what's coming to this earth. You think these Christian pastors are really talking about Jacob's trouble, warning our people that a time of anarchy and lawlessness is coming to the entire country? Nah, we're not talking about a few cities or a few different counties or a state here and there. We're talking about Jacob's trouble being the entire country. Your pastor ain't gearing you for that. He's not preparing you spiritually for that. And you desire the day of the Lord? Yeah, all right. Verse 19. "As if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him." So 2/3 of our people are not going to be able to escape. And I'm not even bringing in the rest of the nations here in Babylon. Listen, the scriptures don't even mention y'all. Y'all don't have a chance of salvation. So we're talking about our people here. in this video. 2/3 of our people, you're not getting away. They're not getting away. And in the time of Jacob's trouble, it's going to seem as if it's just one thing after another, just like how we read in verse 19. As soon as you thought you got away from, somebody trying to rob you, around the corner there's your cousin Eddie out for your neck, trying to get his revenge. You get away from your cousin Eddie, now all of a sudden that friend in the world that y'all had beef 10 years ago, now she waiting for her time, his time. Oh yeah, it came around. It's going to be one thing after another. Not to mention the famine. It's going to be bad. It says, shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark, and no brightness in it? It's going to be a dark time, an evil time. And our people, 2/3, you're not getting away. 2/3 of our people, they're not going to get off the hook. The Lord ain't forgot about y'all. He sees all of your wickedness. You're being marked. And judgment will come. Judgment is coming for our people in the time of Jacob's trouble. Our job as the hopeful elect is to look at that and say, you know what? I don't want to be on that side of prophecy. Let me continue to build up my spirit, increase my faith, so that I'm not condemned with the world. So that's it. I just wanted to make that video. Those thoughts were on my head because obviously, I'm sitting over here. That's how you get thoughts. That's how you get videos sometimes. I'm thinking about these people walking around with their head held high, and it gets on my daggone nerves sometimes. But, the Lord gave me that video topic, so the water Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai for that. And I pray that this video was edifying and comforting to the elect out there. Call Haloyim Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rachak Wadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.